Yes, Die Hard is in fact a Christmas movie. Die Hard is directed by John McTiernan, and it stars Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman. Too Many, Die Hard is the greatest action movie ever made. I mean, I would agree with that from a certain point of view. Die Hard is in fact the best pure action movie, but as a film, I do prefer Terminator 2 by a hair. But that film has many genres going for itself, whether it be action, sci-fi, or horror. But Die Hard is a pure action flick, and as a pure action flick, I think Die Hard is the best of that genre. This review may contain spoilers to Die Hard, so if you've never seen this film and you want to avoid any and all spoilers, I would highly recommend skipping to this timestamp so you can receive my spoiler-free thoughts and my final grade on Die Hard. Now, let's talk about one of the greatest action movies ever made. Die Hard isn't only one of the best action movies ever made, it is one of the best Christmas movies ever made. And yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't know how you can deny that fact. Whether it be the soundtrack, the overall atmosphere, or that the movie primarily takes place at a Christmas party. Maybe this awesome Blu-ray slipcover can convey that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Best $10 I've ever spent. I also firmly believe that it is not Christmas until you watch Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi Plaza. But easily the biggest praise I can give this film is the characterization of John McClane himself. He isn't your typical action hero. I mean, he is much more human than your average action hero. He suffers from problems that me and you suffer from, and also he bleeds. A lot. We meet his character at one of the most vulnerable times of his life. He is currently going through marital problems, and he's trying to fix his marriage and his family, and I think that makes you care about him so much. Also, to think that he was barefoot throughout the majority of this movie is just a testament to how badass John McClane actually is. And that is the best thing about his character. Even though the odds are completely stacked against him, he still persists, and he takes out every single terrorist one by one. Also, this movie provides some of the best kills in cinematic history. The part where John kills that one guy under the table is just so satisfying. Also, Hans Gruber's death is so satisfying on so many levels, though I kinda cringed when John takes off the Rolex off of Holly's wrist. Talk about thousands of dollars going down the drain. The Rolex is supposed to symbolize Holly putting her work before her marriage and her relationship with her co-worker Harry. Though once that falls with Hans, it really feels so symbolic, though. Speaking of Hans Gruber, the performance given by Alan Rickman is just amazing. He manages to do the impossible, be both incredibly threatening and also pretty charismatic. I don't know if this line here...
Alas, your Mr. Takagi did not see it that way, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
...is supposed to be funny, but I actually find it incredibly hilarious. Maybe I'm just a sociopath. I don't know. He is also incredibly threatening and imposing. His screen presence alone provides so much suspense. From the very first scenes in this movie, you know for a fact that he means business. Something that never gets talked about enough, but it really should be, is the amazing set design in this movie. Whether it be the super upper class and formal nature of the Christmas party, or the really industrial part of the upstairs of the Nakatomi Plaza. Also, this movie is actually really funny. Bruce Willis is just hilarious in this movie. Lines like this...
Lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
...are just classic. Even though this film is near perfect, I do have a few issues with this movie, though these are super nitpicky. It has always bothered me how the terrorist who was seemingly dead managed to get down to the first floor in what seemed like under 5 minutes, though I generally assumed that there was a bit of a time jump in between his seemed death scene and the scene where he is on the bottom floor about to wreak some more havoc. Since I've lived in a post 9/11 world my whole life, it seems very jarring that the authorities wouldn't respond to a terrorist situation almost immediately, and it's especially jarring that those 911 operators completely brushed off John McClane, but apparently back then terrorism wasn't taken as seriously as it is today. Overall, Die Hard isn't only a must-watch on every holiday season, it is one of the greatest action movies ever made, and I feel like it would be sacrilegious if I didn't give Die Hard an A+. So, because of that, Die Hard gets an A+. I hope you enjoyed my review of Die Hard, and if you did, give this video a like. And if you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And shout out to David Gilmour and Jeremy Renner. Thanks for watching.